have watched and enjoyed a very interesting video in the chapter Adaptations in Different Ecosystems and learned many things about plant and animal adaptations. Hello students, Shubhajit and Shailaja is here with you to give you some interesting information on animal behavior. Let's find out some answers to questions like why fish don't need to learn how to swim? How can butterflies get to know nectar? How do ants search for their food and give information to each other about this? Who teaches a bird to make a nest? Would you like to know? Let's start with the keywords now. Keywords: instinct, a way of behaving, thinking or feeling that is not learned. Reflex. A reflex is an involuntary or automatic action that your body does in response to something without you even thinking about it. Imprinting. A form of learning in which a very young animal fixes its attention on the first object with which it has visual, auditory or tactile experience and thereafter follows that object. Conditioning. The process of training to become physically fit through a plan of exercise, diet and rest. Imitation. Copying the words, facial expressions or actions of another organism or person. You may have doubted how we know the behavior of animals, and you would be surprised that long back some scientists started studying the behavior of animals. Yes, ethology is a scientific and objective study of animal behavior and a subtopic of zoology. The focus of ethology is on animal behavior under natural conditions. This is the combination of laboratory and field science with a strong relation to certain other disciplines such as neuroanatomy, ecology, and evolution. Ethology began in 1930 with the works of Dutch biologist Nicholas Tinbergen and by Austrian biologist Konrad Lorenz and Carl von Frisch. They got Nobel Prize for their work on animal behavior in 1973. What do you mean by animal behavior? Animal behavior is a scientific study of the wild and wonderful ways in which animals interact with each other along with other living beings and with the environment. It explores how animals relate to their physical environment as well as to the other organisms. It explains how animals find and defend resources, avoid predators, choose mates, reproduce, and care for their young. How does it begin? The study of animal behavior begins with understanding how an animal's physiology and anatomy are integrated with its behavior. Both external and internal stimuli prompt behaviors with external information. For example, threats from other animals, sounds, smells, or weather, and internal information. For example, hunger, fear. Scientists are drawn to the study of animal behavior for varied reasons. And the field is extremely broad, ranging from research on feeding behavior and habitat selection to mating behavior and social organizations. Different types of animal behavior. There are several types of behaviors in human and other animals that have been described and investigated by researchers. The following types have been studied so far: instinct, imprinting, conditioning, imitation. Instinct. This behavior is complex, like making nests by birds, choosing mates, and forming into groups of protection, etc. Now think about spinning a web by a spider. Which behavior is this? Next, reflex. If your hand accidentally touches something hot or sharpened object, it automatically moves away. Yes, this is because of reflex action. Reflexes are also a type of instinctive behavior. Imprinting. Chickens and ducklings are able to walk almost immediately after hatching from the egg. Ducklings can even swim after a few days. They recognize their mother because of a behavior type called imprinting. Ducklings will follow the first moving object they meet after hatching. They become socially attached to this object like people. Balls and even cardboard boxes and treat them as their mothers. Imprinting lets young animals recognize their mother. From a young age, they can follow her for food and protection. Conditioning. Ivan Pavlov, 1849 to 1936, is a Russian scientist who has investigated conditioning. He discovered that dogs produced extra saliva when they were offered food. This is a natural response to a stimulus. Food which makes a dog's mouth water. The saliva produced is needed to start digesting food and to make swallowing food easier. Pavlov noticed that they also did the same when the person who fed them came into room, even if the person had not brought any food. Pavlov went on to ring a bell at the start of feeding time, and eventually the dogs produced extra saliva when they heard the bell before any food was brought in. A dog salivating when it hears a bell is not a natural response. They would not do this without being conditioned to do so. The behavior has been learned. It's called a conditioned response. People and animals can be conditioned to avoid certain things. For example, grazing animals get an unpleasant electric shock when they touch an electric fence. They eventually avoid the fence even when it is turned off. Imitation. Imitation is a type of behavior where one animal copies another animal. Humans often imitate each other, often without realizing it. When people talk to each other, they may stand or sit in a similar way and copy each other's movements. Some scientists think that humans are the only animals that copy each other. Other scientists have observed chimpanzees and other primates imitating each other. For example, chimpanzees can use sticks to spear juicy grubs to eat. Other chimpanzees copy this behavior. In this way, they learn new skills. Instinct. Humans have instincts, but it is possible for us to overcome natural urges to follow certain behavior. For example, hungry persons might start eating immediately when they sit down at the dining table. But they have learned that good manners mean they should wait until everyone is seated and ready to eat. Imitation. People often imitate each other. This can help them learn something new and useful, such as new skills in lessons, sports, or at work. It can also lead them to show less useful or harmful behavior. For example, young people may start smoking, drinking alcohol, or taking drugs as a result of copying each other to fit in. But it is very dangerous to our health. Conditioning can be used to change the behavior of people. Advertisers are very skilled at this. They use pictures of their products which make them look glamorous or exciting, often by using famous actors or sports people. By associating the product with attractive images, the advertisers are trying to set up a conditioned response to their product. People will respond positively and buy the product. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more e-learning videos like this.